Okay, we're ready to get going after a bye week. Thought we accomplished quite a bit in a bye week, as much as you can accomplish as far as getting some guys feeling better health-wise. Practice 3 days, got 3 days of practice in, got some recruiting in. So overall, as most every bye week is, you try to make it as productive as you can. But it's good to get back into a game week mode. And we'll be heading to Michigan a day early. Anytime we go a couple time zones, we go a day early. So we'll be leaving on Thursday for the Michigan game and getting practice in on Friday over there and teeing it up on Saturday, 3:30. So away we go. Questions?
Last time you went to the Big House was one of the more memorable games in Utah history. Started that incredible run in 2008. What are your memories of that game and the atmosphere, and what have you told your guys they'll never play in front of a bigger house?
Well, first of all, good memories. We started fast. I think we were up at halftime, 23-7, 10, something like that. Ended up being a close game at the end. Had to hang on for the victory, but it's a great venue. We expect 106, 108, 110,000, whatever they're going to pack in there, and our guys are excited. They're excited to go there and play one of the most storied programs in college football.
Saw Nate Orchard listed as starter at end and linebacker. Will you expand a little bit on his role now going forward?
Yeah, he's like we talked about last week, like Trevor Riley, what he gave to us in the different packages, and right now he's going to be able to play outside linebacker for our base package, which, again, we haven't found ourselves in much in the last or so far this season or last season. But Michigan, with some of their personnel groupings, Nate will be playing a little bit of linebacker.
Will you talk about the Michigan quarterback and what the best way to defend him is? Yeah,
he's a big, strong kid, 6'4", about 220. Runs the ball well. He's got quickness. He's got athleticism. He's throwing the ball pretty good too. 65, 68% I think is his completion percentage right now, and about 150 QB efficiency rating throwing the football. So he's a dual threat for sure, and he's. Although he hasn't run a bunch yet this year, he's very capable, and we need to make sure that we have our bases covered. He's just a really good athlete, big, strong kid.
Could you just give your overall evaluation of what you see with Michigan as you're watching film?
Yeah, typical Michigan team. I mean, they're Michigan. I mean, that really says it all. They've been a Big Ten, upper-tier Big Ten team for years and years and years. They're traditionally very good on the offensive line. They got big, strong guys up front, 6'5", 6'6", across the board, and 300 plus. Very good defensive lineman. Number 57 is a very good player, active, tough, and like I said, just they're a talented team, and we got to be ready to play our A game without a doubt.
Kyle, can you expand a little bit on your success with sacks and tackles for loss, being one of the national leaders on that?
Yeah, I think that's speaks to the activeness and the athletic nature of our defensive front. We got a lot of guys up there who are returning veterans for us, and we led. I said before, we were up there in the national leaders in sacks last year, and so that's we play aggressive defense here, and it's good to show up in some of those categories. They're not the most important categories, but they're certainly important, and I think it just says that our guys up front they're doing a good job flying around and making plays when they're there to be made.
Through 2 games, Devontae and Bubba have roughly the same amount of carries. Do you see that going forward, or are you going to do a hot hand type of thing, or both get the same amount of opportunities?
Well, it's been equal, as you mentioned, through 2 games. Now, Troy McCormick was in the mix as well in game 1. They separated themselves from Troy after that week and really have continued to put more distance in between them and Troy in game 2. But to answer your question, we will. Right now they're on equal footing. If certainly one of them becomes the hot back, then we'll feed him the ball, and we'll see if that happens naturally. But they will both play against Michigan, and it doesn't really matter who starts. They're interchangeable, but they're both going to get, at least early in the game, equal opportunity, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
This is a nationally televised game. Do you guys see this as an opportunity to earn respect and to validate what you guys have done in the first 2 games?
Well, it is good exposure. I mean, it's ABC television, so that's an opportunity there. But we don't really stress that too heavily among the players. I mean, every week we're on TV somewhere and under the spotlight, and so. But this may be a little more than typical. But you don't want to make too much of that. You know, it's an opportunity to play well on TV. That's what we tell our guys: opportunity to play well and to show people what we're all about.